Welcome to another episode of Eat, Sleep, and Breathe Hockey, where we discuss the game, the players, and why it's the best sport on the planet.
Welcome to another episode of Eat, Sleep, and Breathe Hockey. I'm here with Cal O'Reilly from the Pittsburgh Penguins. Cal, how are you?
Great, thanks.
Good to see you. I'm glad you were able to come today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So Cal, you grew up in a small southern Ontario town. Tell us about that.
I mean, it was great. Growing up in Seaforth, around Seaforth, the whole small town atmosphere and living out in the country was great. As kids, me and my brother and my dad, we used to go into the Seaforth Arena, and the arena staff there would open up the rink for us before school. We'd come in, skate from 6 to 8:30, and then we'd go to school, and then we'd come back at lunch, and they were just tremendous for us. And I don't think because we were in a small town, we got that privilege, and that was so great for us.
So now, Cal, how old were you when you first dreamed of playing in the NHL?
As soon as I could walk and skate, it's been playing in the National Hockey League, and it's never changed.
Ever since you were a baby, you always wanted to be that.
As soon as I kind of knew what it was, and I knew that's what I wanted to do.
Wow. Now, when did you break into the NHL?
I broke in it was 5 years ago. I put my first games, called up for the last 10 games, and
Now, who was that with? That
was with Nashville.
Nashville.
Yeah.
So what did it feel like your first game in the NHL? Like, were you just on cloud nine?
It was unbelievable. You know what? We were playing Detroit.
Yeah.
And we beat them 8-0. And my second.
You beat them 8-0.
Yeah. And my second shift, I just made a little drop pass, and I got an assist on my second shift ever. And
really?
It was pretty funny. Yeah, it was wild. It was unbelievable.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, there's going to be a bunch of kids out there watching that have come to see this episode. Is there any advice or any thoughts that you want to give some kids out there? Some inspiration that you want to give them that
Absolutely. I mean, just never give up on your dream, and it's not easy. You got to work hard, and there's going to be ups and downs. And you know what? Just stick with what you love, and just play out of that love of the game and love to play hockey. Can't go wrong.
O'Reilly headmans the puck at Sergei Kostitsin with Martin Erat, who has it. O'Reilly's alone. He scores! Cal O'Reilly!
as long as you love it.
Yeah.
As long as you love it.
If you love it, and if you don't love it, then
But
find
don't
what
do
you
it.
love. Yeah.
Right.
Don't let it be your parents
Well, I'm
or
a
whoever.
fan of that.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of that. If you love something, then now tell us about your dad's influence on your NHL career. Growing up as a child, some of his influences.
It's been great. Me and my brother, we're both very fortunate to have a dad like him, just because he's a high performance coach. He's been coaching athletes and training athletes since he was in university and college, and he really understands the mental part of the game. And the game is for most sports is more mental than anything, and he gives us an advantage having him with us to talk and call. And he's never been one to push us,
Right.
unless we wanted. He's never
He didn't say, "I want you in the AHL."
Yeah, he's been. If we were to quit hockey tomorrow, he would say great. He would not.
Right.
We tell him, this is what we want to do. He says, okay, well here's what Then he pushes us, but it's never the other way around. Him saying, you have to play in the NHL. It's do what you love, and he'll help us along the way.
Right. So Cal, you're involved with a bunch of different charities. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, there's a few involved, and there's one I'm starting to get a little more involved in now. That's something I think is raising funds for our Olympic athletes, especially the ones going to London coming up here. A lot of them have jobs and have to work because they don't get a lot of funding, and I think it's something that I've been trying to get more involved in, and definitely try and help so we can help those athletes go reach their goals and accomplish our goals and win gold medals for our country.
Yeah, because how does it work now? If does every single Olympic athlete get government funding, or is it a selective thing?
They get a little bit.
They get a little bit.
There's a fund that they created for the athletes.
Okay.
But a lot of them have jobs and have to work because
right.
the sport they do is not a professional sport where they can make a ton of money at.
Right.
Like hockey or other sports, so
right.
they have to have other jobs. And playing professional sport, if we had to work 9 to 5, it'd be tough to
right.
be at the top of your game because of working and then training and all the time you have to put in to try and be the best.
Right. So what's the charity called again?
The Can
Fund?
Yeah. The Can Fund. And
so it's called the Can Fund.
The Can Fund.
Okay.
But
So all the
that
viewers
little
out
bit,
there
yeah.
should look into that
Yeah,
charity.
take a look, and you can donate $5 and to whatever, you know.
$5, 500,
Yeah,
5,000,
I think
depending
right now
on.
they're looking for $12 from 15,000 Canadians, and that'll raise, has a bar they're trying to reach. So.
Right, so that would be a huge help for Canadian athletes.
Absolutely.
Okay, well that's pretty cool. Now, the other thing, you're also involved in Big Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us about that a little bit.
Yeah, well, when I was down in Nashville playing, there's a guy there, Joe Ward, is actually from Toronto. Plays at Washington now. He was involved with it, and he had a little buddy, and I thought, you know.
Joe Ward?
Yeah.
He lives around the corner from here, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's actually from Scarborough.
Oh, right, okay. That's right. I saw him at the Black Dog the other day.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Okay, so he's a friend of yours?
Yeah, I played with him in Nashville, and
Okay.
and he was involved in it, and I thought that was a great idea, so I got involved in it and got myself a little buddy, and you just take them and you hang out with them and kind of help them out and teach them, you know, help them with school or whatever. And so it was pretty good. And then actually I got traded, so I'm not in Nashville anymore, but I still stay in contact with him all the time. He calls me and what's going on.
Well, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, Cal, thanks a lot for coming to see us today. I really appreciate it,
Yeah,
and I'm sure the viewers out there are going to love all this great Cal O'Reilly information that they're getting from this episode. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day.
You can see that skill of O'Reilly. I mean, he really finished that with a purpose.
We hope you've enjoyed this broadcast. If you'd like to appear on the show, or you'd like us to create a show for your business, contact our producer, Paul Cookson, at 416-286-2860, or by email at tvproductions@higheranace.com. Thanks for watching.